Hi, this is Lynn Como, and I'm here to talk to you and show you the artwork that I've created with Bloom with Grace. It is the September Kit of the Month, and you can see some of the beautiful colors here on the front of the catalog. This is our seasonal expressions, which is good for September and October, and it is free when you place an order on my website. You'll also be receiving a copy of the core catalog, which is chock filled with beautiful new products for the season that are good for the whole year. This will also be included in your purchase. But I want to get right into some of the fall colors and what I'll be doing with the Kit of the Month. So let's just turn to that page. I am using the workshop Bloom with Grace. And this particular kit also comes with some four exclusive die cut sheets, as well as 2 exclusive pattern paper sheets. So it's really important that if you like my artwork, that you get the complete workshop. You can get it for $34.95 with page protectors or for $29.95 without. There are coordinating stamp sets, but I'm going to show you what I chose to use for this Kit of the Month. Now, these items are a la carte, and I advise that maybe if you are enjoying the paper pack, the collection, you might want to add on extras. But these wooden embellishments are stinking cute and are included. I did actually add on the Picture My Life cards and use them on the scrapbook pages, and I will show you a few cards that I made. And I'm going to give you a closer look at some of the beautiful cardstock. We have some new colors. So let's get right into it. So here are the cardstock that I used with Bloom with Grace. Sundance, Desert Rose, and Cinnamon are 3 of the brand new colors in our seasonal palette. You'll also receive Espresso, French Vanilla, and Fern. Great fall colors. Now these are the patterns that come in Bloom with Grace. So here you can see we have the sunflowers, which flips over to what I call a brown or espresso plaid, a multi-stripe, and this purple color is sangria, and then it also has a sangria ombre, so it goes from lighter to darker in tone. And then we have this mini pattern, mini florals, which flips over to this green pattern. So I am using all of these in the workshop that I've created. As I show you the artwork, let me also show you the stamp sets that I used, but I'll point them out. But I wanted to show you too that this right here is done with a Honeycomb Stencil, which is a brand new product that we are carrying. And here it is. It's in 12 by 12, but you can use your stencil. I'm using it just with a finger dauber and ink, but we can use it with mixed media. We can use it with our new oxide inks. There's a gloss spray that you can use it with, and textured paste and things like that. But the stencils are really nice, and there's 3 in a pack, so they're all different styles in each pack. So this one has more stripes in it. So I did use the stencil to create this look, and I really enjoyed playing around on with the stencil and just our regular ink. So these are pages 1 and 2. And hopefully you can see how pretty everything is. You have stickers. These beautiful flowers are punch outs. I really liked, adding the wood grain paper. You'll want to add that to this as well. You'll get 12 sheets of wood grain paper, and I've used them here as well as on another layout. But this will be a great addition to anything that you want to create with over the season or the year ahead. But look at these beautiful flowers. Those are punch outs. I didn't do anything to them. I added some gold gems, and I know a lot of you already have gold gems. Here is the wood embellishment that I glued right down. I didn't do anything new to it, but you can see how pretty these pages are. Now, this right here is one of our new stamp sets. Let me show you which one. So Happy Together, and it has 2 thin cuts, but it has a lot of different titles that you can use. So I've used This Is Us. You could use So Happy Together, You Make Me Happy, You Are My Favorite Part of Me, but you get the idea. And then these are the thin cuts that come in here. So this is a stamp set that I can see using for the whole year, whether you're a scrapper or a card maker. This is really cute. So I used a Picture My Life card and stamped it with This Is Us in espresso. So that's pages 1 and 2. Now I needed to add another style stamp in order to get the pumpkin season that we like here, right? So you can see these beautiful pumpkins. Get a closer look. I used the Julep shimmer brush. I stamped these and sponged them in. Some of them I cut apart. And you can see I stamped here as well. So here I'm using the multi-stripe Picture My Life cards. And I really love that look. I don't know, can you see the little shimmer on the pumpkin stem? It's just a soft touch. So these are pages 3 and 4. And this is what I use to create this look. And this is Autumn Blessings Z3532, and this was from last year. So you might check your stash, you might already have this, or if you have something similar, go for it. But you can see how nice some of the titles are that I used, the Autumn Blessings, the Happy Fall, right here, and all the thin cuts to do the pumpkins. So that made it super easy to cut them out and to stamp and use them. Now this particular page has no stamping on it. This layout is using the punch outs, a lot of the punch outs, all the triangles are punch outs, but here again is the wood grain paper that I decided to use. And there are some a little bit of, no Picture My Life card on here, but labels, and these flowers are all punched out. And then here you can see how I use the wood here, and just to put these really pretty pages together. The next layout, totally love this. It's on French vanilla. I used some of our Picture My Life cards and some of the punch outs, but then I went ahead and I added these beautiful leaves, these textured leaves. And here you can see I also used the thin cut, This Is Us, but this could have said So Happy Together, or you can use it for journaling. But here are the new leaves. Textured leaves, Z3754, and you get all of these leaves. Look how pretty they are. They just have such a nice design look to them when you stamp them. And I used quite a bit of different inks to get a different look, stamp rolling, or you can do stamp and then add sponging. And then you have this beautiful set of thin cuts. Yes, you can always buy the stamps separately, but if you like the ease and use of thin cuts, they make it super easy to cut out and use very quickly. So this will give you an idea. So here is the pretty layout. I'm going to just turn this over so you can see some of the stamps. Okay, some of my stamps, some of my did not. The thin cuts. So here you can see I did this is cinnamon paper, maybe with sangria ink or paprika ink. I don't remember exactly. But I love this. This is on Desert Rose, and I used toffee and sangria, and I stamp rolled that. Here it is on French vanilla, and I'm using some of the Sundance and paprika ink. And just changing it up a little bit, and you can see here's just fern. But yeah, there are a lot of fun leaves that you can create with this kit, and I'm going to show you so much more. But here you can see this is toffee paper with toffee and paprika ink, and this is toffee and fern ink. So you really have a lot of ink colors that you can play with to create these gorgeous leaves, and I just love this layout. It's so cheerful. Now the last layout I want to show you, these are pages 9 and 10, really have a fun element to them. But before I show you that, I wanted to just give you an idea of how pretty. Look at this Desert Rose, this new color, as well as working with the espresso plaid here. And you can see, look how pretty the leaves came out. And once again, I used that label stamp, right? I used the label stamp and the message, You Make Me So Happy. So that's what I really had fun playing with it. I just love the stitching when we use that. And that's also done on a Picture My Life card. But you could see I did some more stamp rolling. Oh, and I used the rose gold sequins. And Give Thanks is out of the Autumn Blessings kit. Now, if you want to do this with me, I'm also be showcasing this on a crop, an online crop, which is more like a workshop where you can create this beautiful shaker card with me. And not a card, actually, it's a 12 by 12 layout, and I will show you how to create it. And we're using rose gold sequins, some more leaves, and just look how gorgeous this spread is together. Espresso, desert rose, French vanilla, and then you're adding some beautiful elements with some of the exclusive paper, the textured leaves, and those rose gold sequins really are gorgeous with this layout. I'd also like to show you some of the cards that I created with the leftovers. So this one is beautiful, and this was using this particular stamp set again, and a Picture My Life card. I just love that stitching. And this is, it's either pattern paper or Picture My Life card. I don't remember which I used. But having fun with the leftovers can make some really gorgeous cards. And you can fill us in with happy birthday, thinking of you, happy anniversary, whatever you'd like. Thank you. Any of them. Now, these particular cards are also using another stamp set, which is the Joyful Sunflower Z3740, and this is so pretty too. So if you're a sunflower person, and you might really enjoy adding this to your collection. So pretty, the label, the sayings, but I really like the fence that's also a thin cut, and the cute little grass that you can stamp as well, and you have a little dovetail there. But look how many thin cuts, everything is thin cut. So I'll show you that here. All I did was add You Are My Sunshine. But you can see I used some of the leaves, Picture My Life cards, and then some of the punch outs that were left over. Excuse me. I also did the label here, and there's that cute little grass. And Sending Sunshine Your Way with some ribbon. Happy birthday, and a little bit of the liquid pearls right here. But this one is so pretty too. This is the one where I used the fence and the sunflowers, and I didn't use a marker. I just used sponging and ink to color them in, and they're with thin cut. And here you can see I used the label thin cut, but I didn't use the whole thing. I only used a portion of it, and the arrow is a Picture My Life card. But I can see that fence being used for railroad tracks as well. So just think a little bit outside the box, but it's such a pretty set. So I hope this is something that you'll want to join in and do with me on September 26th. The details are to follow.